The nightmare stories never seemed to end. The guy from Channel 5 News did Matt and Shane's secret podcast, then went to the mothership with Shane and Lemaire. His fans started overwhelming him, so he went to the green room to escape, but Rogan kicked him out almost immediately.
So that night after the podcast, Shane had a set at the Mothership Comedy Club. So he invited me, and in between sets, I'm chilling at the bar downstairs, and I'm getting like lightweight blown up by fans, which is fine. You know, I love fans. It was chill, but I was kind of like in a more relaxed headspace. I wanted to just doze off, you know, listen to comedy, chill. And so I told Lemaire, I'm like, yo, can I go upstairs to the green room? I'm trying to, you know, kick back and, you know, lay low for a bit. He's like, man, I could take you there, but just so you know, Joe Rogan's a bit territorial about that green room. Like, so it's at your own risk. And I'm like, dude.
He pissed in it, man. He literally pissed in it. It's his territory now. Just, this is crazy though. Like how, well, I mean, some people say that Joe does look like Mussolini a little bit, you know.
No way, it's gonna be fine. Joe Rogan's reacted to like 7 of my videos because Jamie always plays them, so I'm like, it's gonna be chill. So me and Lemaire take the elevator up to the secret green room at the mothership. There's 5 comedians in there, all in their mid-20s. Everybody recognizes me except for Joe Rogan. So everybody's dapping me up. Lemaire says, hey Joe, it's my homie Andrew. Shake Joe Rogan's hand. I put some popcorn in the microwave, which I felt like was establishing myself as a member of the green room. And then I turn around and I see Joe Rogan like yelling at the security guard. And he's yelling, who let the journalist in here? Kick him the out. I can hear Joe saying this. I guess somebody told
Joe is like, fuck the press, man. Is that Channel 5? He's gonna get everybody. Like, he's gonna tell everybody that we're all just saying all the words that we want to say that we shouldn't say in public, and the journalist, he's the biggest snitch. You know, there are snitches for hire, man. What are you doing? That's what I think he might have said, right? Yeah, too late about doing the impression, guys. My bad.
Told him that I was like a journalist, so he maybe thought that I was a Daily Beast reporter that had snaked my way into his safe space to ask him about ivermectin, which is a valid concern. So before I could even get kicked out, I was like, Lemaire, I gotta get out of here. And I walked down the stairs and went back into general population.
I think if Rogan could take a step back and actually think about what he's doing, he'd probably feel like an idiot. Callaghan is a real journalist, one of the most famous and respected journalists on YouTube. Not to mention, he had just done Matt and Shane's podcast and came to the club with Shane. But sometimes you don't even have to be in the green room to get kicked out.
I bet like if like one of these days they hire, like they probably get him as a guest, like Joe gets him in the JRE, and then Andrew's like telling him, hey man, did you remember the time you kicked me out of the green room? You think he'll ever bring it up though if he does get invited? And then he just like, damn, did he forget that he kicked me out? And he just goes up and then he just calls him out on it. And he's like, yeah, you said you didn't want a journalist, man. I'm like, what? What the hell? Nah, I don't think so. I think at that point, I don't think he'll ever bring him on to the JRE podcast. I don't think so, man. But I could be wrong. Maybe he would. Maybe he will. Maybe he made a mistake. Who knows?